Go ahead, start it off, man.
Hey guys, I'm Landon.
And I'm Danny, and we are
Griswold Family Vacay.
Welcome to Griswold Family Vacay Saturday Night Live, episode number 5. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about something that is really important to my family, and that is national parks. We love visiting national parks, going, seeing the wildlife, and just spending time outdoors in nature. So, before we go any further, let's check the chat, see who all's here. Blaine, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. Nick J, welcome in, Nick. Thanks for being here, bud. Tammy, hello, Tammy. Welcome in. Tanisha, welcome in, Tanisha. Thank you for being here. Carolina, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great summer. Thank you so much, Carolina, for nominating me as being one of your favorite teachers. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Down Under Cruisers, hey guys, how are you? Monarch Moments, hello Garrett, how you doing tonight?
Hi Garrett.
Orlando Mike, what's up, buddy? Jonathan Chong, hey, what's up, bud? How you doing? And Dad, hi Dad, how are you? Of course, you have done so much. Hey, thank you so much, Carolina. It stinks that the school year ended the way that it did, but I really appreciate students like you. You guys mean the world to us teachers, so thank you. Tracy Taylor, hey, welcome in. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. All right. So those of you that have seen our previous Saturday night episodes, you guys know that we like to start every Saturday night off with a riddle. And so our riddle for tonight is this. Imagine you are in a dark room. How do you get out? With a light. Pam's fam. Hey, Pam, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Pam.
You did an outstanding job today, Pam, on your premiere and also your live stream for Mike. It was awesome. And thank you for letting me get into the stream and be a part of it. I really appreciate that. Open the door with a light. Through the door. Yeah. Pam. Use Mike Wheeler to find your way out. Tell you what. Stop because it's pointless to imagine. Hey, Blaine, you're close, bud. I think if I don't see the correct answer, I'm going to have to give it to Blaine. I think I know. All right, I'm going to give this one to Blaine, I think, because he's closest. The correct answer is Blaine put, oh man, I really got to work on this. Blaine put stop because it's pointless to imagine. And Blaine, you're the closest to having the correct answer. The correct answer is actually stop imagining. So Blaine, good job, buddy. Monarch Moment, say please smash that like button for Danny and the crew, and please subscribe to this fun family channel. Thank you for that, Garrett. Appreciate it. The Tyler Show. Hey, Tyler, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of your awesome event last night. It was a lot of fun, so thank you for that. All right, so now we're going to go through On this day, I'm just going to give you guys some facts of events that happened on this day in history. In 1920, Joan of Arc was canonized as a saint. In 1929, the first Academy Awards, Wings, Emil Jannings and Janet Gaynor were the winners. In 1946, Annie Get Your Gun, musical by Irving Berlin, Dorothy and Herbert Fields, opens at Imperial Theater in New York City. In 1984, When Doves Cry, a single released by Prince, was the Billboard Song of the Year. In 1985, Michael Jordan was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. 1986, Top Gun, directed by Tony Scott and starring Tom Cruise, premieres. In 1996, Sammy Sosa is the first Chicago Cub to hit 2 home runs in 1 inning. In 2002, this is for all you Star Wars fans out there, 2002, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, directed by George Lucas, starring Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, and Natalie Portman, opens in cinemas. And the last fact for this day is that in 2019, last year, was the final episode of the TV show The Big Bang Theory, starring Jim Parsons, Johnny Galecki, and Kaylee Cuoco after 12 seasons. So those are just some facts of what happened in this day in history. Let's check the chat, see if anybody else has come in. Amy, welcome in. Hey, if you guys didn't get a chance to catch Amy's live streams today, she took us on a tour of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It was awesome. Thank you for doing that, Amy. Pittsburgh is beautiful, and I can't wait for our family to get a chance to go there. Carolina, you've never seen Star Wars? If you have Disney Plus, they're all on there, so check it out. Hey, it was a lot of fun, Tyler. We wouldn't have missed it, bud. Thank you. All right, so without further ado, the boys and I are going to be talking tonight with you guys about our top 5 national parks that we like to visit. So I want to bring the boys in now so we can have our discussion over our top 5 parks. Lennon, come on.
I'm first, really?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, you're first.
Adric,
I'm good.
Where are they at?
you gotta get in the screen, dude.
Why?
Where are they at? Because they're
All right,
I
so
did enough.
we're gonna start at number 5. We're gonna work our way to number 1, and then we're gonna show you guys some of the pictures of our travels to these national parks. So, Adric, Number 5
is Arches National Park.
Arches National Park. Landon, what's your number 5?
Rocky Mountain. Oh, wait. Canyonlands National Park.
Canyonlands National Park. My number 5 was Arches National Park. So all 3 of our number 5 national parks are all in the state of
Utah.
There's actually 5 national parks in the state of Utah. Okay, so that's our number 5. Number 4, Adric.
Grand Teton National Park.
Grand Teton. Landon.
Badlands National Park.
Badlands National Park. And mine is Rocky Mountain National Park. Hey, can you go open that door real fast? Guys, I'm sorry about the lighting. We're going to take care of that right now. Just open that door. I see that it looks like the lighting's kind of fading in and out. So we opened the door to get some natural light in here. Sorry about that, guys. So that's our number 5 and number 4. So let's see what
Dad, why do you only have 3 on the list?
people are saying.
This is on the other side.
Blaine says my in-laws love the Badlands. Yeah, I haven't. We've been there one time, Blaine, and I absolutely love Badlands as well. There's no place on Earth, in my opinion, and there's definitely no place in the United States that is going to compare to Badlands National Park as far as the scenery. It's amazing. All right, number 3, Adric.
The Rocky Mountain National Park.
Rocky Mountain National Park. Landon?
Glacier National Park.
Glacier National Park. And my number 3 is Badlands National Park. Okay. Number 2, Adric.
Badlands National Park.
Badlands National Park. Landon?
Yellowstone National Park.
Yellowstone National Park. My number, what are we on? 2? My number 2 is Yellowstone National Park as well. Okay, so now our favorite national park. Adric's favorite is
Yellowstone National Park.
Yellowstone National Park. Landon's favorite is
Rocky Mountain National Park.
Rocky Mountain National Park. And my favorite is Grand Teton National Park. So those are our top 5 national parks.
I just noticed Landon's hair.
The Philly crew, welcome in, guys. Thank you all for being here. All right. So have you guys been to any of those 5 national parks? And if you have, which national park is your favorite? Is metering on your cap or a color of wall blinds? Okay, so Garrett, if you can see this better, this is actually the symbol for Yellowstone Forever Foundation. And this is actually supposed to be Old Faithful. No, but I would love to visit Badlands. Garrett says I would love to go to Yellowstone only when I was too young to remember. Yeah. Hey, Vizos, welcome in, Raphael. Thank you for being here, buddy. My dad says Rocky Mountain National Park is his favorite. Hey, Bear's good, Raphael. He's good for now. He got his x-rays and his blood work, and both of those things turned out well. They gave him a shot to kind of control his pain a little bit. So right now, the hardest thing for us to do is just kind of keep him from being the normal hyper dog that he normally is. He's still scheduled for his surgery Thursday. So I just want to thank everyone for all of your care and your concern and your prayers for Bear. But we think he's going to end up being all right. So thanks again, guys. So I'm just seeing what y'all are putting here in the chat. Carolina would love to visit the Badlands. Tyler Show says his favorite national park is the Smoky Mountains. I will hopefully be there sometime this year. Yeah, it's a great national park as well, Tyler. And the city's right outside of there, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. There's a lot to do there. It's really fun. The Philly crew has never been to a national park, but it's on our list to visit one day. Philly crew, which national park would you guys visit if you got the chance? Which one would you like to visit? Cool hat. Thanks, Garrett. Appreciate it. Good news on bear. Yes, it is. Down under cruisers say their favorite national park is Sherbrooke Forest National Park in Victoria, Australia. Guys, if you don't know the Down Under cruisers, they're actually a really great YouTube channel, and they live in Australia. So head over to Down Under Cruisers and check them out. They're really, really great people. All right. Blaine says he loved Glacier National Park. They still had snowbanks in July, which was crazy, especially when we rode on the road to the sun. Yeah, going to the sun road is very cool. Road, Blaine, the thing that's really cool about that road is that they have waterfalls that are literally just right there on the side of the road. That's really neat. All right, so now what I'd like to do with you guys is show you all some pictures of our travels, kind of go a little more into detail about the different national parks that we've been to. So here is a picture of Landon and I at Canyonlands National Park in 2017, I believe, or yeah, 2017. We actually went to Utah, went to Canyonlands National Park, went to Arches National Park, as well as an awesome state park that they have there in Utah called Dead Horse State Park. So here's a picture of Landon and I from Canyonlands National Park. Hey, Two Real Geeks. Danny, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. The Philly crew would love to check out the Rocky Mountains. Landon would 100% agree with you guys on that. Oh, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, bud. All these pictures that you guys are seeing, my wife took most of them. She's pretty good at photography, so. Here's another picture of the three of us at Canyonlands again. So here is Canyonlands still. Oh, thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. Same Canyonlands. Here's a picture of Adric at the Badlands National Park. This was in 2015. Oh, thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. That's a good idea, bud. We should put some of these on canvas. Thank you for saying that, Danny. Appreciate it. This is what I was telling you guys whenever I said that you'll never see any place that looks like Badlands, especially not in the United States. Looks like God's own country. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Sean. We really appreciate that. Whenever you go to a place that looks like this, you don't have to do much to make the picture look good. That's one of the reasons we love visiting the national parks. It's just spending time with God, spending time in nature. So me personally, that's where I feel God's presence the most actually is in nature. So Thank you, Carolina. Thank you, Tyler. Here's another picture of the three of us. Badlands. Thanks, Garrett. Appreciate it, buddy. To me, Badlands looks like someplace that you would see on Star Wars movies. Rachel, no. Welcome in, Rachel. No, we have not been to Crater Lake, but we'd love to go. It's in Idaho, right? It's in Idaho? Crater Lake? I think it is, right? Isn't that in Idaho, Rachel? Sean says, amen, brother. I am with you there. Yes, I agree, Sean, very much. We have trails here in Georgia that are awesome. Jonathan says, I always see it from the Canadian side.
Oregon.
Ha ha, Danny, clean shaven. Oh, it's in Oregon. Yes, it is in Oregon. You're right. Sorry. My wife tells me every day I need to shave, Gary. Maybe I need Chris Evans to visit the house and then I'll shave. All right, so the next one, it's pretty self-explanatory. Here's Glacier. This was the same trip that we actually went to the Badlands. That one trip, we went to Badlands, and then we went to Glacier, and we also went to Yellowstone and Rocky Mountain National Park, all in the same summer. Good job, buddy. Glacier still. There's one left in the fridge.
Where in the fridge?
Glacier.
Where?
Same. Glacier still. This one's Yellowstone National Park.
Hi, Garrett. Hi, guys.
Yellowstone National Park. This is called the Brink of the Lower Falls. We actually have a YouTube video, a vlog. We have a lot of vlogs about Yellowstone. If you guys haven't got a chance to check them out, please do. Rachel says, hey, Landon.
Hi, Rachel.
In Idaho, we have a place called the City of Rocks. That's awesome, Rachel. This is called Uncle Tom's Trail. It's also at Yellowstone. You hike down like, I don't know, 8 flights of stairs that are straight down like the side of a mountain, and it leads you to this waterfall. Thing about this was we got down. I carried Landon pretty much all the way down and all the way back up because he was pretty little, as you guys can see.
I was that small?
But as we were coming up, it started pouring rain. So we had to walk up like 8 flights of stairs in the pouring rain while I was carrying Landon. So that was, but it was worth it though.
I didn't know I was that small.
It was a beautiful waterfall.
I remember that like...
You were like 2 years old, buddy.
I remember that. I thought I was like 5 years old, 4.
No, you were 2. Here is Rocky Mountain National Park. This is the Continental Divide. So everything on this side of the Continental Divide flows into the Atlantic Ocean. by way of the Mississippi River, and everything on this side flows into the Pacific Ocean. Danny says, if you like waterfalls, you need to go to Pennsylvania to Bushkill Falls and the Poconos. All right, thanks, Danny. Check that out. My favorite national park run building is Main Fort in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Did you go there on an excursion, Tyler? All right, so here's another Rocky Mountain National Park. Adric feeding a chipmunk straight out of his hand. You guys probably can tell what this one is. This is Arches National Park in Utah. This arch right here is probably the most popular arch that there is in the national park. It's on the Utah license plate. It's on the signs for the state of Utah. This is quite a hike to get to, though, guys. So if you're gonna take the hike, make sure you're prepared for it. Make sure you have water with you. And you go to the bathroom before you go, because the whole time we were on the hike, I had to go to the bathroom, and there was no place to.
Except for the bushes.
Except for bushes. Raphael wants to know, Adric, if that was Chip or Dale that you were feeding.
It was Chip.
It was Chip, Raphael.
You okay over there?
That's my funny laugh.
Here's another picture of Arches, the boys. Danny says it's nature. It's all a bathroom. That's true, but there are quite a few people around Danny, so I didn't know.
Hi.
Here's another picture. This one's of Landon. You guys can see the arch right here. I think this one's called like Natural Bridge Arch or something like that, because it goes right over the walking path. This is my favorite national park right here, Grand Teton. This is called the Molten Barn. There's two barns here. So there's this one, and then there's one down the road a little bit further that looks similar to it. These two barns are the most photographed barns in the United States. Right, the Philly crew. That's the reason I love this national park probably the most, is because of the mountains. The Teton mountain range is absolutely beautiful. And the thing about the Tetons that a lot of people don't realize, guys, is it's very, very close to Yellowstone. Matter of fact, you go out of the Yellowstone South entrance, and you go on a drive, the Rockefeller, I believe, Parkway. And then in the next 20 minutes, you're inside Grand Teton. So if you guys ever get the chance to go to Yellowstone, please make sure you also take the time to go to Grand Teton as well. It'll be well worth it. Amy says, it is pretty cool that you share your geography teaching and going around the country. Yeah, see, Amy, that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy traveling and not flying necessarily, but just taking road trips and driving, is because the journey is half the trip. Because the boys especially get to stop and see all of these awesome things that we have here in the United States. They get to learn about them, so they get like first-hand experience with them. So that's something that Kimberly and I really enjoy doing, is just allowing the boys to have these experiences when we travel. Here's a hike that we did. I don't know. Here's a hike that we did in Grand Teton National Park, guys. Do you remember the name of that lake that we hiked to there? I can't remember the name of it. It was a pretty short hike, guys. It was less than 2 miles. You can take a hike to this lake. What am I looking for?
Hold on.
Okay, so that's Grand Teton as well. Here's the same lake, just a clearer picture of the mountain. All right, so it's all the pictures, guys, of our trips to these national parks. Those are the pictures that I had set aside to show you guys tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy seeing those pictures. If you do, we'll continue to do so. Okay, so what we're going to do now, oh, thanks, Blaine. Appreciate it. Thank you, Gary. Here's what I want to do now, guys. You guys can't come to Griswold Family Vacay and not play a little bit of trivia. Raphael, thank you. So here's what we have planned for you guys. We are going to show you guys. Hey, Landon, can you turn this light off right here? Just this light right here. I think that might help, really. That should help, guys, with the lighting, hopefully a little bit. I'm sorry about that still. Disney Nerd Herders, welcome in, guys. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Okay, so Edric came up with the idea last Wednesday night, those that were here with us, about doing a live stream, and a pop-up live stream in which we're going to play a game where you guys have to guess emojis, like what the emojis stand for.
We only have one.
So he's got one that he wants to show you guys tonight as an example. So he's going to put the emojis in the chat, and you guys need to try to figure out what the emojis stand for. And is there a category? Is there a theme?
I'll just say it's on topic.
And he says
all about this live stream.
These emojis are on topic with what we've talked about tonight. So Adrian, go ahead and put it in the stream, and I'll post it up, and you guys have to try to guess what the emoji is. Get yourself a floor light with the flex arms. That's what I was thinking about doing. I need to do that, Danny. Thank you for that. All right. Can you guys tell me what this stands for?
It won't even show on the thing. It just shows like but it shows in the chat.
And guys, while you're guessing, if you haven't yet, please smash that thumbs up for us and consider subscribing if you're new. We'd really appreciate that. Angry Hot Summer. Hot Utah National Park. Angry Desert U.S. Park. Is it any of those? Is it a national park?
Mm-hmm.
It is a national park.
Do you think you know what it is?
Death Valley? Is it something desert?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Grand Canyon? I don't know.
Here, I'll text you it.
I think you're going to have to help him out some more. He's going to give y'all another clue. Need another clue, Agent.
All right, here we go. Clue. It was my number 2.
It was Adric's second favorite national park. What? Oh.
You see it now?
Daniel Fields, welcome in, bud. Thank you for being here.
I couldn't think of like something like the first word.
Hey, Adric's second favorite national park. And it's in the state of South Dakota, right?
Mm-hmm.
South Dakota.
I already saw it.
Not Red Desert.
Blaine got it.
And Blaine got it. Badlands. Good job, Blaine.
There was another emoji I could have used, but I don't think it would be appropriate for our channel.
All right, so here goes tonight's trivia. And we'll get through as much of this as we can. And then we'll go ahead and stop. But I want to try to get through as much as we can. So here is the first question. Let me see here. What was the first national park established in the United States?
I want to.
What was the first national park in America? So I see Yellowstone, Yosemite, Jellystone, Jellystone, Yellowstone. All right, and the correct answer is Yellowstone.
Wait, that was his talk to. I thought it was.
And who got it? Oddly, my wife is flying home from South Dakota right now. That's awesome, Daniel. Safe travels. And Raphael gets it first, it looks like. Raphael gets it first with Yellowstone. Good job, Raphael. Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park, located in Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, was signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant in 1872, becoming the first national park in America and in the world. Is there any way I could get somebody to please? Thank you, Adrian. All right, next question. What national park is home to the world's largest tree by volume? Hey, Garrett, you know your state. Atta boy, good job. Sequoia, Yosemite, Joshua Tree, Sequoia, no idea. And Garrett gets it right first with Sequoia. The General Sherman tree, located in California's Sequoia National Park, is the largest tree by volume in the world. This massive tree measures a whopping 275 feet tall and 25 feet wide, resulting in a trunk volume of 52,513 cubic feet. It is also one of the oldest trees on the planet, with an estimated age of 2,300 to 2,700 years old. So good job, Garrett. All right, next question. Awesome tree to look at. Adric would love to go to the national parks there in California, Garrett, to look at the trees. Okay. What state contains the most national parks? What state has the most national parks? Wow, that's old. California, Wyoming, Utah. Do the Half Dome hike at Yosemite when you are young. Arizona, California, Utah. And Grizzy Brothers gets it right first with California. California. Good job, Adric. Says, to say the national parks are popular, with the creation of Pinnacles National Park in 2013, California broke its 8-8 tie with Alaska to become the state with the most national parks. In addition to its 9 national parks, California also maintains over 20 national park system administered areas, including multiple national monuments, national historical trails, and national historical sites, and more. Hey, Disney Nerd Herders, have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate that. All right, next question. What is the most visited national park? What's the most visited national park? Yosemite, Yellowstone. Nope, not seeing the right answer yet. Park. And Grizzy Brothers gets it with Smoky Mountain National Park. Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Good job, Adrian. To say the national parks are popular is an understatement. In 2015 alone, parks across the U.S. drew more than 307 million visits. That's almost 1 visit per every person in America. Of these visits, over 10 million of them were to Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Okay, next question, please. Adric is on fire. Okay, here we go. What is the least visited national park? This one's a little tougher. Which one is the least visited national park?
You might have not been, or even heard of it.
You tell me. Carolina, I bet you didn't expect to come onto our YouTube channel and still be learning geography, huh? Hey, can you go turn that light back on? Actually, turn that light on, please, by the door. Landon. My backyard. All right, guys, here's a hint. It's the only national park in the state of Michigan. Go turn the front. Go turn the light on over there by the front door. Hey, Nick, thanks for stopping by, buddy. We really appreciate it. Have a good night, man. Surprisingly misworked. All right, I'll give it to y'all. The name of the national park is the Isle Royale National Park. It's in Michigan. There were only 18,000. Oh, wait, somebody got it. Who got it? Tammy? Tammy, you got it. I just saw that. Sorry, Tammy. You're correct. Said the national park only had 18,684 visitors, largely due to the fact that the park is accessible only by boat or seaplane. I would never have gotten it in a million years. Okay, so next question, please. Which of the following is not one of Utah's Mighty Five national parks? So which one is not a national park in Utah? Is it A, Arches, B, Capitol Reef, C, Canyonlands, or D, Badlands?
Whatever.
And Adric gets it with D. Badlands. Who's the odd man out? South Dakota's Badlands National Park is not a distinguished member of Utah's Mighty Five, a group of adventure-packed recreational areas that includes Canyonlands, Arches, Capitol Reef, Bryce Canyon, and Zion National Parks. Okay, next question, please. This man is considered the father of the national parks. Who is considered the father of the national park system? God. It's not a president. Just for a little hint, it's not a president. And Blaine gets it with Thomas Muir. No, sorry, John Muir. Because of his influential role in the creation of multiple national parks and his passionate advocacy for the preservation of American wilderness, naturalist John Muir is often referred to as the father of our national park system. Today, a trail named in his honor runs 211 miles from Yosemite Valley to Mount Whitney, the highest point in the United States. So, who got that was Blaine, right? Yeah. Good job, Blaine. What? All right, next question, please. What national park is home to the deepest lake in the United States? And if Rachel's still on, she'll get it. And Blaine gets it first with Crater Lake. Crater Lake National Park. Crater Lake National Park in southern Oregon is home to Crater Lake, the deepest lake in the United States, created about 7,700 years ago when the 12,000-foot tall Mount Mazama collapsed following a massive eruption. The lake is deep enough to submerge 1.5 Empire State Buildings. All right, next question, please. What president signed legislation to establish the first national park? And if you guys were listening, you should know the answer earlier. Not Roosevelt. He came up with the idea for the national parks, but he didn't sign the legislature for them. And Blaine gets it with Ulysses S. Grant. Oh, sorry, Carolina. Trump. Okay, next question, please. If you took a selfie in front of the Tower of Babel, you stopped off to see the parade of elephants, and then you took a hike to see Eye of the Whale, what national park would you be in? Blaine always kills the trivia. I have no idea. Eden. Hey. Blaine gets it with Arches National Park. Arches National Park. All of those that I mentioned are all rock formations located within Arches National Park. Let's see here. Garrett, if you're still on, you can get this one. Here we go. Which is not a landmark in Yosemite National Park? Is it A, Half Dome, B, Inspiration Point, C, Going to the Sun Road, or D, El Capitan? Good job, Carolina. You were close. And Blaine gets it with C, Going to the Sun Road. Going to the Sun Road is actually at Glacier National Park.
Dad.
What's up, buddy?
My family is coming on,
That's good.
but
Okay, next question. Is what good? Call you Flash. Staying home's good vibes. Sure. It just has a bunch of words on StreamYard. Which is not a landmark in Arizona's Grand Canyon National Park? Is it A, the Great White Throne? Is it B, Bright Angel Point? Is it C, Phantom Ranch? Or is it D, North Rim?
Dad, see,
Oh, yeah.
it hurts though.
And Amy, AJC Magic TV gets it with the Great White Throne. The Great White Throne is not a landmark in Arizona's Grand Canyon National Park. It's a 6,744-foot mountain of white sandstone in Zion National Park. Good job, Amy. Okay, last question, and then we'll just have a couple of announcements, and we'll wrap everything up for the night. So this is the last one. What western U.S. national park is a regular destination for large cruise ships? Bezos, Glacier's close, but it's not Glacier. It's Glacier something. Glacier something, because Glacier National Park is actually in Montana, and part of it's in Canada. So it's Glacier, but Glacier what? And Amy gets it with Glacier Bay National Park. Good job, Amy. It says cruise ships carrying thousands regularly visit Glacier Bay in Alaska. The other three that have glaciers are Glacier in Montana, Great Basin in Nevada, and Great Sand Dunes in Colorado are all landlocked. So Glacier Bay, great job. So tonight's trivia, the winner is Blaine. He had 5. Raphael Vizos Travel 1. Garrett Monarch Moments had 1. Adric Grizzy Brothers had 2. Tammy Chaudry had 1. Amy AJC Magic had 2. So thank you guys so much for joining us for our top 5 national parks. Right now, I want to take the time to ask that if you guys are a YouTube creator, please put #creator in the chat. Make sure you check out each other's channels. Support one another. Go pick that up. And I'm going to be giving you guys some announcements as you guys put #creator in the chat. So first one is right now, head over to Instagram. Check out Shelly Starwalker. Hopefully she's still live. She was going to be live streaming the sunset at Lake Huron in Michigan. It's one of the 5 Great Lakes, Carolina. So go over to Instagram, check out Shelly Starwalker. If anybody could possibly put the link for that, that'd be awesome. I don't know if she's still on or not. But Two Real Geeks goes on at midnight. Check them out. Tia Marie Photography goes on at 1 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. She's going to be talking about Harry Potter books and movie. Dances with Goofy Adventures. Rhonda goes on at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern tomorrow with trivia. It's going to be trivia over the state of Texas. Blaine is going to be streaming live this coming Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Raphael Vizos Travel will be Tuesday stream. And then our next Saturday stream is going to be at a different time because Blaine is going to be hosting another cruiseathon. And this time we're actually a part of it. So our time will be Saturday at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So we won't be on at 8 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be on at 2 o'clock. So please check us out if you can. We want to thank all of our moderators. We want to thank everyone for coming, for your support. We really appreciate you guys. Happy birthday to Mike Wheeler again. And as always, as Lennon would say, take time to make memories. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. We'll see everyone in the chat. Thank you guys.